Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Maincast Autumn Brawl English coverage. I am Killer Pigeon, and joining me in the seat before me is the one, it's the only Lizard Dota, mainly focused around his fame based on his dogs and his harmonica playing. But
well, thank you very much,
but
sir.
He's looking
thank you very much.
You're welcome. But he's looking to make a career as a caster here. Oh, sorry. Oh! I get. You thought the teams would come here. You thought you were going to get yourself in for a new team, didn't you?
Tier 1 is my goal. Tier 1. Here I come.
Dude, Weaver.
This is just a small setback. Yeah, Tier 1 Weaver. All right. We have a Weaver pick. And versus him, this little small bug is gonna be squashed because we have a Centaur and a Treant Protector.
I mean, that is pretty scary, actually.
Dude,
like
just
we've
look
seen
at
that lane before.
There's so many. Like on one side, you pick this tiny little bug. She looks like a cockroach, and on the other side you have
cockroach.
cockroach.
Do you walk home and just discover your wife has cheated on you with Weaver? Is this how it works?
No, he's the one. He's the one, all right? Weaver is the one that gets home and sees his little beetle wife. Yeah.
His wife just walks in and says, "Sorry, I'm leaving you for Nyx."
Yeah, that's basically. But Nyx is basically a more buffed Weaver, though. Let's be honest. Anyways, coming back to the draft, we have a very standard draft in the current meta from Espada. We have the Weaver and the Ogre Magi. Both of these heroes are actually really popular picks right now. Yet, I mean, this is the second day of this tournament. There hasn't been a single game in which Ogre hasn't been picked so far. Every single game was, at least the games that we casted. On the other hand, we have Treant as a support, which is also very popular, not as popular as Ogre, and we have the Centaur. And like this Treant usually is comboed with the Phoenix. It's a strong support regardless, but the Phoenix has been banned out, so we're not gonna see that popular combination.
But we have seen the Centaur Treant lane, not in this tournament, but we've cast it before.
Oh yeah, of course.
We watched it pummel the crap out of one of the strongest cores, Ursa. Ursa got pummeled to death.
I mean, they pummel anyone. They're basically, yeah, I mean, they grab you and you're done. Once they get close enough, just a few hits here and there. And
just one or two love taps. And when you think about it, like
100 damage love taps. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just the average. And then of course with the stomp as well, that allows the tree to keep going.
Average base damage of 100 on the tree.
I don't see any problem with that, you know. Did you know that he drinks with his feet? Whenever someone tells me that Treant's unfair, I just default to his voice lines. It's the only way I can deal with it. I
mean, all right. I mean, Treant, I love that hero, actually. It looks like a boring hero. I always, whenever I pick him on my stream, I'm thinking like, all right, everyone is gonna leave. This guy, Treant is boring, but he actually isn't. He's actually so fun to play. You have your invis, you move around, you use that meteor hammer. You have to go, though in pubs, you have to go for meme hammer. If you aren't, you're doing something wrong. Like, it's...
Speaking of boring heroes, the real boring hero band out there, no Necrophos coming out this game.
Yeah. That's good. I mean,
they need to. They've already shown 2 strength heroes. The value is pretty high.
Yeah, the value for Necro would be definitely high. At the same time, though, there is a Pugna. So if you don't ban the Necro, you let it go through, you can still pick the Pugna. There's still Nyx in the pool, which you could have picked. Maybe not the best combo of supports then, though. And Mirana, I mean, alright, this is...
Is this more of a block pick? It kind of, because obviously the Mirana Ogre with a Weaver as well, it's pretty strong.
It's strong, I agree. But at the same time, it wouldn't really be my favorite way to open a third pick for Espada. I'd rather go with something like this, something very stable on the lane. This is most likely a position for Winter Wyvern. It can be a position. Actually, you know what? Like CIS, they are picking Ogre on 3 or 4. Or 5, so
there's some flexibility.
So the hero is very flexible. It's mostly about the offlaner if he wants to play that Ogre or not. And this hero can do a lot on offlane. We have seen some games in which it has worked out really well, and we've seen some, fails. So I'm not certain. We have to see. Even Winter Wyvern has been played as 3 before, but the way they have drafted so far is really nice, as they aren't giving out a lot of information to the underdogs. That's always what you want.
That's kind of the idea right now. Dota is kind of evolving this scenario where it's like, guess where this hero's going because we're not going to make it easy. And wow, okay, Underdogs. This is a hero we don't. Shadow Demon, we typically see it picked up if you do have the Mirana. We rarely ever see it for any other reason than Luna being in a game.
I mean, Shadow Demon had a small resurgence. Like, he was picked for just a small period of time, and then he disappeared again. With Mirana, he's strong. I never liked the 3 and plus Shadow Demon combination of supports. I always felt it lacked something like some
stuns, maybe?
Maybe some stuns. You have the roots, you have the disruption, but I don't know, the teamfight potential never, besides the overgrowth, obviously, never really felt super strong. Like in this particular match, what's Shadow Demon bringing to your table is a setup with both the Centaur Warrunner and the Mirana, so it's definitely justified. Also, it's probably a hero that they like playing, so that makes sense as well. Like, it's one of those heroes, support heroes, that if you feel comfortable on, like, you can do a lot, right? It doesn't matter if it's in the meta or not.
I think it's kind of that case of what we see with the Shadow Demon as well, is this type of support that not only spam spells making ones very good, it also has the risk of pushing the lane, which is something you don't often want. And Espada, I like this response. It's basically said, okay, Underdogs are going to push lanes unintentionally. So we want to shove back. We actually want to respond with that. So the Nature's Prophet, perfect as a support or a core.
Oh, Prophet has been played as 5 most of the time right now, and I'm actually very interested in seeing like where this Nature's Prophet is gonna go. Right now, if you watch this lineup, the first thing that you would say, there's nothing to think about. Ogre and Wyvern supports, Weaver core, like most likely safe lane, and then you have the Prophet offlane, right? But we can't be so sure because the meta has changed, and Furion is a very, very popular position 5.
I mean, this isn't 2014, all right? This isn't the land of Alliance, Bulldog, Nature's Prophet, and everything else. Well, not 2014. Wyvern wouldn't exist then. But, you know, it's that fact of, you look at all these roles right now for both sides. With Underdogs, you could see, we used to see Mirana support a lot, don't see it much now. Occasionally there's been arguments for Shadow Demon as a mid-hero.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Like, there's a lot of kill potential,
if Envy can play Axe on position 5...
then we can do anything, guys. Let's go. Techie's
Puppy
+1.
as well, man. Puppy.
Yeah, Puppy was doing it earlier today.
And he wins the tournament, so that's it.
Yeah, you can't... Hey, if you win the tournament, no one can call it stupid. That's the rule.
That's the rule, definitely. I mean, I don't know. I like the Shadow Demon overall. And not my favorite hero to play versus Prophet. Doesn't really bring a lot to the table. Like, something like a Wyvern is much better versus the Prophet, but the Wyvern has been stolen by Espada, so you don't have that option. You basically need some, if you this is their problem. Okay, we're gonna know now with the last pick.
Yeah, it should be pretty obvious.
So,
Lina coming out.
We don't know.
We don't know anything. we don't know anything.
Right.
We're setting up, like, the drum beat had us go like, this is the intense moment, and
alright, so we
know nothing.
We should know that the Lina is mid.
This should be mid.
Yeah, it should be mid Lina. The Weaver should be the carry, but these 3, like, it's so ambiguous. Honestly, this is like one of the rarest drafts in which I'm not certain. Honestly, in my opinion, most likely what's gonna happen is Ogre and Wyvern supports and Prophet offlane. That's the safest play, right? That's how people do it. However, at the same time, you can do the Wyvern 4, Ogre Magi 3, and then Furion 5. That can work too. I mean, why not? Like Weaver, the strength of this hero is that he doesn't need a lot of help on that lane. And it doesn't matter if it's the Wyvern or the Fury there, so...
It's also kind of the case, you look at this right now, as the there it is, the TA. I had to wonder, I was like, do they go Invoker? Invoker or TA could have worked well with this lineup already. But right now, I'm looking at the heroes that Espada have. They're not terrible for dealing with the TA, but...
They're not great either, right?
Yeah, like, you can gank the mid lane with the Nature's Prophet. It's not the worst thing, but you're kind of in this scenario where I think you're going to focus too much on the TA, and then your problem's going to lie elsewhere in that draft. Like, the Mirana's going to start to get a lot. The Treant's going to set up a lot of fights, of course. And even when you do gank on this TA, we said Shadow Demon is a bit of a precarious support, but he's very good at saving.
Yeah,
with the disruption.
Definitely. The disruption is one of the best saving abilities as well. Like, you can set up the Mirana arrow, but it also, like, it can be used as a saving mechanism, which is great. Like, my issue here is this is a last pick TA versus Alina. So, Lina versus TA on the lane is basically skill-based. You can do well with Lina as well. It's not horrible for Linas. However, later on in the game, it's definitely it's definitely TA favorite matchup because all TA needs to do is pop that refraction and just jump onto Lina. So.
And that's kind of the thing is the Lina, like I said, you know, she can do well, but of course a big spike of her damage is going to be blocked out by refraction.
Yeah, refraction is definitely a thing that she has to deal with in some other way. Maybe a few right clicks before, then the nukes.
I think there's a slight advantage in the fact that you can stay further away. So with the big focus in that lane is going to be, can the TA hit the side blades? Because if you hit the side blades, you kind of just win the lane casually. It's like, whatever, I'm farming, you're dying.
Yeah, that's always like, that's always the fact. If you hit the side blades with TA, you kind of win the lane. And honestly, that hero is ridiculously strong right now. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a single TA game yesterday. I value this hero so much right now. And
Liz has a little plushie at home, a little TA plushie that he pulls out, and he's good.
As long as you
like victory.
As long as you didn't say a pillow, we're fine.
A pillow?
As long as there are no pillows involved. Once you start talking
TA
about
printed pillows. There we go.
All right. You're gonna lose a co-caster very soon.
You play a support, right? So that's got to be a nightmare for you. You wake up against that in the middle of the night, you're like, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm dead. Every time. That's a Templar assassin fear, right? Why
would I have a nightmare-inducing pillow though?
Why would I have that? Why would get good and get better at all times, all right? You need incentives as a player, right?
Yeah, you definitely
always improving.
Yeah, I mean, if you're buying a pillow with Dota characters on it, like, you're not improving in any way in life. Just so we understand each other.
I mean, isn't the condition whether they look like anime characters? I thought that was the rule of thumb for you. Do they look like an anime character, or do they look like a proper Dota character?
Nah, I don't really care. As long
I
as
don't care. I don't need the aesthetics. You're not a skins man then.
Yeah, I'm not a skins man, definitely. All right, we have Yamich on his Treant Protector with a Stout Shield. Hitting
Beefy
for
little bugger.
91 damage.
Just a casual 91 damage.
How do you trade with him? Especially when he heals as well. With lead seed.
Well, I believe you go into your Steam overlay and you right-click his name and say Manage Trades. I think that's how it works. But
you report him? Steam report him? Is that it?
No, that's what you do is you make him look so bad that his own party disbands so they can report him.
All right, we have us. It's hard though. It's hard to contest the Furion with 4 little Treants here. So.
Yeah, but they're gonna be 3 runes because in the bot lane there's no attempt. Miran's like, nope. That's a dangerous zone.
It's very interesting that they didn't try to snatch one with Weaver though.
They're gonna look for first blood actually. Mishin, he's not gonna fall for this easily on the beautiful mid lane. Here comes the block, the crucial block.
Look at that beautiful
followed by the pause. Oh. The intense pause.
Production value right here.
You can feel the tension building as we won't know if someone's gonna screw up their block.
Look at those perfectly planted wards,
look at those supple wards right there.
Yeah, these wards.
Someone doesn't have a skin for this.
Yeah, look at this guy. What is this character? Like, what is he holding? Dude, why is he here next to the waterfall? There's so many questions. Is this Keeper of the Light? He looks like
that's
Keeper of the Light.
Gandalf's brother and Kotl's
is this Ice Frog?
Sensei.
No? That's how
That's
Ice Frog
definitely not Ice Frog.
Maybe that's how it looks. He looks, man. Oh, look at TA.
That's like a budget Batman style thing. I'm feeling DC Universe costumes right now. Stormcat, what are you wearing, son? But coming in, actually, this block's looking pretty even. I think Lina has a slight advantage, but
yeah, Lina has a slight advantage, and also the range, so she can sit on that high ground. But again, she has to be careful as Psyblades that we talked about. They're already hitting in, man. Did you see that? It's so easy for Psyblades to connect. Oh, range creep. And he denies.
Oh,
nope.
There we go. Light Striker Array. Actually, a lot of damage from the Stormcat because he was eating the creeps as well.
So that's basically how this lane works. If TA is not careful and goes in for the last hits, you hit her with the stun on Lina, and then suddenly she finds herself very low, like she is right now.
He could get this, actually. He could go for it. Nyx, where's the missed chances? Are they with him? Stormcat gets level 2, he'll back away.
If Nyx got the level 2 earlier than Nyx, then perhaps yes, but sadly for him, he couldn't.
He at least forced a salve pretty early in this lane, so that's not too bad for him.
Yeah. On the bottom lane, what's happening here? We have some trades. We have these two fatties. Look at them. The ogre.
Whoa, no fat shaming here, Liz, all right?
I'm not shaming, they're just a bit bigger. That's all.
They're eating for 2, all right?
They're thick.
So this is actually quite an awkward lane to try and actually force someone out on this combo, right? So we said we were expecting the tree with the centaur. Instead, does it feel like they've matched up the weaker combos?
I don't think so. I think this is fine for them. Like Ogre plus Wyvern, I think they're pretty strong, and the Treant plus Mirana, it's gonna help the Mirana a little bit. I think it's fine.
I guess the worry as well is the breaking the trees. You could just be ambushed by the Nature's Prophet if he breaks the right trees with the little trees.
Yeah. I'm not certain. Maybe he destroyed all the trees on top, so that's why Treant is put. There we go. Ooh, nice.
That was actually close. Immersion almost got in range to actually just take the kill.
I mean, overall, we talked about this yesterday. Like, people have to start evolving and understanding that supports are gonna deny themselves, so you have to go to that tower and soak in the experience. Do not let him get away with it. That's basically what it is. Fury on mid, courier snipe, courier snipe,
he's
courier
gonna
snipe.
get it. He gets it. One of the powers of having an Nature's Prophet on your team, especially a POS 5. He doesn't actually care about farming the lane.
Just runs back on the lane after killing a courier and giving such an advantage to his Lina, actually. As that lane is going to be harder now for TA, definitely.
Well, she was kind of needing it. Look at it right now.
Oh,
it's
Arrow
already a wave
connects.
advantage. And yeah, Arrow in the bot lane. As it looks like Immersion, he shouldn't be able to escape this. The pummel coming out from Yamich as his big stump just comes down.
I mean, any other hero in that scenario, if he right-clicks him there, does not get the kill, right?
Yeah. But that's a good kill, and that's important because, of course, Trin is the type of hero you want to set up and assert dominance. And Mirana is a flexible hero. It can sync up well with a lot of different supports.
Yeah, with Treant, it's kind of fine as well. You have to be a bit careful, right? You have to preemptively fire that arrow to connect when the root hits. You can't just fire it at any point. It's a bit easier with the Shadow Demon, obviously, but that's fine as well. I'm actually surprised that Wyvern and Ogre aren't doing too fine on that lane. Weren't doing too fine because Wyvern and Ogre are such a powerhouse on the lane. Like, two heroes that are really... I mean, Mirana and Treant are also really strong, but in my opinion, Wyvern and Ogre should have an edge there.
I think it's more the case that Mirana is super weak early on as well.
Yeah, like she definitely does not bring a lot to the table in these few levels, and I'm surprised they didn't manage to zone her out, especially mid lane.
Oh,
we have
Stormcat, 3 heroes here. A little bit of trouble, stun up, Light Strike Array. Does he have a way out? No, he doesn't. Fairy Fire's up, but it won't change a thing. He does go down.
Honestly, there's a silver lining for TA here. They rotated 3 heroes. Oh, Yume. He might get Yume.
A little bit bold here, Misha. Fairy Fire's up to make sure there's no risk. And now, the body blocks are coming out. Where does Yume go here? He's going to head up deeper into the enemy jungle. Misha,
he hits.
He's going to get him low. He needs one more tap. Will he be able to get it? He's going to blind fire. He will miss, and he will die.
One more?
No,
will be fine. Get it. Yeah. All right. BZZ getting low as well.
Yeah, they're not going to go for that.
Yeah, he has a salve as well.
They did have 3 leaps, actually. They could have potentially, but it's risky. Mirana cannot tank tower for long. Neither can Treant.
Well, Treant does have a stout shield, so he could, but he was already low, so yeah, it's for the best that they didn't. And Wyvern is back. And look at that damage. This is what I was talking about. I was super surprised, yeah.
They might still get him. The final leap used. He's thrown it all there. But no, the TP from Misha. He teleports behind and pick up the kill.
Good map awareness by Espada's Misha on that Furion.
And that's doubly costly, right? Because Mirana just used all 3 leaps. That's a long recharge time. 40 seconds at level 1.
Yeah, the problem is exactly what you said now, that she is able to pour to that lane. When she pours, she's just going to be pummeled out of it again. So it's hard for her to lane on bottom from now on. At least until she recharges the leaps.
And that net worth lead is steadily building to the side of Espada. This is exactly the perfect scenario you need, though. When you pick a Nature's Prophet support, it's not a hero that plays well from behind. You need to be ahead like this.
Yeah. I mean, he can play from behind, but it's so much better when you're in this situation, right?
It's like you don't want to fight in that scenario. You're like, I'm going to split push. My team's dying. But
exactly. You're forced to split push all the time, and that's not really the best situation for you. While in this situation, you can always be aggressive. And so far, for Misha, everything has worked out. Like, he gets the courier, then kill on TA mid, and now kill on Mirana bottom. It's one hell of a game for the Furion so far.
There is a big worry, though, and that's that Stormcat is not only stacking, but he's top on the CS already. And that's the big concern. That's the one you have to shut down hard here. So it looks like they're going to start rotating towards the mid lane and applying pressure, and this is much needed.
All right, disruption?
Nah, they can't follow it up. There's nothing really there. Emotion will just scout out, know that the Shadow Demon is here. Meanwhile, Misha just wasting Stormcat's time.
So overall, they do have that Furion. It's very simple for him to port on the Ancients there and ward them up, so that Lanaya cannot stack any longer, or to just see when she goes for those stacks to interrupt the stack farm.
That is a level 6 for Stormcat, and this is where kill potential really comes in for the Templar Assassin. They've already got a sentry down. As long as they keep good ward control around the mid lane, then I feel like Stormcat is going to be naturally starved off. You can already see it in the net worth starting to show, as there is an excessive lead, especially building for BZZ.
I mean, he's having a good bow, Stormcat.
Stormcat, they're going on. The fractions are out. Now he's going to put down a trap. Needs to move away, but the disruption's there as well to protect him. They'll look to turn around. The root's going to be down to Nyx. No, Light Strike Array misses. He does have the Laguna, but no one low enough to turn around. Move on to Stormcat. Refraction comes out, and Nyx, he's going to fall. Immersion has to back away. The supports just watch on as their mid does fall to Stormcat.
That's what we were talking about, right? The power of disruption there as a saving grace. It was really nice, well played. Overall, I think that... Oh, they might get Sadoy.
Oh, Sadoy, he's walking straight into a trap. Misha's here, he's got one leap left, but he throws out the arrow. He needs to get out. He should be able to make it. But
Byron is here as well.
No, starts on Misha. He screws up. He's going to summon his little treant. Sadoy's getting low. BZZ trying to move in. They've got him surrounded. Can they get Sadoy? He's going to look to leap away, and he does, but he gets spotted salved up. Wastes his time with it, though, as they still find him in the corner.
Yeah, so he wastes the salve. Shashlow.
LTW getting low. The disruption's coming out. They have got the stomp to work with. They'll hit it with the double edge. They'll get the kill, but they will die to the creeps afterwards.
That's so unfortunate for him that he died like that. Actually, he could have survived, definitely, if Yuumi took the aggro there. Unfortunately, he dies after killing Weaver, though, so that's still good for them. That's definitely a good trade.
Yeah, he got the kill first, so it's not too bad. And to be honest, right now, when you look at like the net worths, the difference means it's definitely worthwhile for the center. And speaking of net worths, Stormcat, he's starting to farm these ancients. He's starting to catch up.
I mean that's basically what this is. Lina is a bit maybe stronger on the lane.
Immersion's dead.
He
He's
might
going
be
to go for
dead,
TP, the stampede through it, won't matter, he's going to die.
Yeah, he has to be careful here. All right.
On top, Hume going for the TP out. It's going to be close. Shikuchi through, he will fall.
They get him as well. And now Nyx is just pummeling on the centaur, but can't really. He's just tickling him. And I think they made one mistake there. So basically, Immersion as his Wyvern, he should have had a support there, like one more guy. It doesn't have to be a support. It could have been the Ogre from the offlane or anyone at all, to follow him to those Ancients so that he doesn't just fall like that. So that they ward the Ancients, so they stop the TA from farming. Right now, TA just killed the Wyvern and then went onto the Ancients and continued farming that as well. Not good.
And this is hugely concerning because, yes, Ogre's still got more net worth. But when I compare the two, this Templar Assassin is going to do a lot more with that net worth.
I mean, of course, would you rather have a farmed Ogre or a farmed Templar Assassin, right? You'd rather have the TA. And, I mean, Ogre scales well into the mid game because he brings a lot to the table. He has a Vanguard, man. He has 1000 HP.
He's a tanky boy.
Actually,
are they going to cut the... No. Oh,
there
the
we
TP
go.
out. Yeah, Minch gets revealed, though. He won't make his escape. Misha rotates in. They find the kill. They already knew, though. BZZ started cutting the trees. He's like, this is going to take a while. Can we just get a TP rotation with Dust, please?
Yeah, and good thing they did get a TP rotation because they wouldn't have gotten him. He was porting out. So they also waste his TP, which is really good.
I like this moves from Misha, actually. We don't usually see the Sprout used just to block people incoming. It's usually used to trap people in. Like this kind of thing is like we've noticed more of Nature's Prophet recently is instead of trapping people to the center, they trap them on the other side. So even if you've got a Quelling Blade, what are you going to do? Yeah,
that's really good. That's basically the best way to trap them. If there's a way for you to block their escape path without catching them in the Sprout. Because if you catch them in the Sprout, you also cut yourself out of that hero. So if he has that Quelling Blade and he gets on the other side, you cannot chase.
Well,
overall,
speaking of Misha,
I mean, this is what we expected. You have an Ogre, you have a Furion. The early aggression should be on their side overall.
Meanwhile, top, a little bit of aggression return. Shashlow getting low here. Have to use the Stampede to get away, as BZZ is pretty intimidating.
Yeah, BZZ port stop, so they're gonna most likely defend that tower, and at the same time they took the bottom tower, plus the Furion continued pushing it. Oh, Furion actually porting mid.
He wants another kill on the Stormcat. The TP cancelled instantly as Misha has to reveal himself. I mean, this is important he does this though. As we said already, the win condition right now for the side of Radiant is definitely this Templar Assassin.
Yeah, even these small movements in which he ports and just stops her from farming, so she has to move back, are really important. BZZ,
he's way too
Vanguard, man. 1400 HP. It's
what you talking about? He's not going anywhere.
But though, so many creeps going to Stormcat's
that's actually going to be a
bank account. Yeah.
I think they have to break away because otherwise it's going to be in deny range. It's too risky. But it's super low. And now Stormcat, like they have to station someone there to stop this Weaver from pushing. Top immersion. slow down a little bit. Yamich trying to move across. He should get invis in time, though.
Yeah, he's going to get it.
They're just making sure there's no reinforcements coming for him as well. But he does have the overgrowth, so if you stack too hard, you could be punished.
I mean, now even with the Arctic Burn, they wouldn't be able to kill him. But so far, this is my question. Like, are they going to be able to pressure this TA so hard and take so many towers that she's not going to be able to even come back? I don't think so, because right now she's on top of the network. Even if you take these... Oh,
Spin TA, yeah, Misha moving in, the root's going to be there slow as well. Misha almost disappears in one hit. Next, moving forward, got the haste, like Striker Ray will miss.
They missed the stun, yeah. BZZ like, does not care. This
He's like, keep going, I've got dust on him. I see both of them, but needs to be careful of the root.
Does he have to be careful
the traps
about?
there. Well, the TPs are coming in this way. Needs to be careful about. BZZ might be a little bit of trouble. Due to the Bloodlust, needs to move away to leap forward. They should be able to find it here. Misha going super deep. The Stampede going to help. The Common Brace now. The Winner's Curse going out. Centaur taking a lot of damage. They might be able to turn around the Light Strike Ray. Connect on the two. Chase through the Lagoons there. They get rid of the Centaur. No, disruption save from you. He might be in trouble with Server though. The Overgrowth going out. Yumi trying to protect his team, but LTW, he just runs forward. He says, I love killing. That's what I want. Yum getting low. Finishes him off. Going to time lapse back. And Stormcat, the big kill. They're going to find him as well. Chasing down. He's left alone. No one on his team wants to help him. The refraction's up, but he's out of time. He's out of life. Serrano and Sprout in the Light Striker Ray to make sure he's finished off.
I mean, such a good team play by Espada overall. I mean, first and foremost, they baited on that Ogre. We talked about this yesterday off stream, but we talked about how Ogre is such a good hero to just stand in front and bait people. So look at it this way. This Ogre, he didn't only bait them to attack him, he baited them into the Wyvern. He set a perfect fight. It was mainly him, right? He made everyone go on him so that the Wyvern can go in and use that ulti on the Centaur.
Speaking of Centaur, Storm pulling the two here, a lot of damage on the Light Striker Ray coming out, and Centaur will just evaporate in the face of this danger. Espada just running forward, Mitch's going to fall. LTW getting low. He hasn't got the time lapse to work with right now. He's still got a on cooldown for 15 seconds to move away. He'll be fine. He'll barely survive, but he will survive nonetheless. The Purge, no, it gets him!
Yeah. It wasn't only it was the Purge as well that was on him.
Oh, he was so close though. Yeah. That was level 1 Purge. Now the turnaround.
I mean,
that's a little bit bold. He says, near the trees, that's where I feel safe. Nowhere else, please.
All right. So a little bit of comeback there. They get the Weaver. They lose the Centaur, but they get the Weaver. So overall, I think they should be a little bit satisfied with that. They still haven't reached that point in which this TA is a powerhouse. So they have to make as many actions possible with the rest of their heroes while the TA farms up and gets on that powerhouse level, right? The Dazzle, Blink, perhaps a BKB. And maybe they're gonna do exactly that on the top lane.
They're revealing though. The problem is Lena's already paranoid. Who's shown on the map right now? Stormcat was pushing a little bit in the mid lane, but that's it.
These wards are decent for them, so with that ward they do see LTV on bottom lane, and they also see the other two pushing in, so it's fine. TA should be free to farm.
Speaking of farm, like Espada, we said TA is still a concern. But the difference compared to earlier is it's not the Ogre that's the worrying factor, it's the fact that Lina is getting very close to the TA's value.
Yeah, the Lina is getting close. I mean, overall, we talked about this matchup, like Lina still falls very easily to a farm TA, no matter how much farm she's got. So
it's the initiation value of each side. And
yeah, once you get that blink and you just jump on the Lina, there isn't a lot that she can do. Maybe she has a ult, she ults herself to save a few seconds, but it's not the greatest matchup definitely for Alina after the laning stage, that is.
Definitely feels like Espada the ones on the clock, and they might want to open up with a kill, but look at this, moving deep already.
Oh,
When his curse coming out, the TP in from BZZ, but there's a lot of reinforcements available to the side of Underdogs. Arrow won't be timed right, BZZ will be fine. Stampede to get away, Misha moving forward though, Sadoy thinks about turning around the arrow, it's a little bit too close for him though. Now Misha needs to move away, down to half HP, the Cold Embrace there to save him, the Purge is already on him, he's going to take a lot of damage, but he will live.
I mean, that was a little bit of a bad play there, right? Because that ultimate from Wyvern was way too early. The port was the second port on the tower, so it took a bit longer. They didn't calculate that. Because of that, they just wasted that ultimate from Wyvern, honestly, and nothing happened. Misha was the one closest to dying there.
Well, I thought he was going to wait, actually. That's why I thought, okay, Wyvern's going to the tree line. He's going to wait for a setup on Misha. While they wait for him to come back to the top lane to find the kill. The Yule's going out on the Shadow Beam, but no. The Overgrowth, Yamish, he traps in the Lina. She needs to move away from this. Nick should be fine because reinforced on the way. Immersion. But the body blocks from the tree. Zedoy taking a lot of damage. The stun's going to come out. Shadow Beam's going to fall. They won't be able to find more, or will they? The pings are coming out. Mirana's still slowed here and super low. They just need one good Splinter Blast, but nothing to hit it off right now. Yamich just healing up his core with the Leech Seed. Gonna get stunned up away from the tree line. We'll make it there. We'll go for the TP out. The dust reveal. They don't have the means to stop him from escaping.
Alright, they all just port out.
Yeah, because
So
you know, everything's a little bit on cooldown.
Yeah, the Shadow Demon died, the Furion died, and that's it. So overall, a fair trade support for support. It's not really game changing for either of these teams. Overall, what do you think about the Crimson Guard on the Ogre, man? Like, it's actually so good versus TA and Mirana because they're physical damage, right? And you have the Desolator as well, and Mirana with those strong right clicks. He actually went Crimson Guard and Natural Lance. Now he's moving into Power Threats. Like, interesting build, definitely. I mean, I love the Crimson Guard, honestly, versus these heroes. It's really good.
Expected him to pick up the Spirit Vessel just for a very quick timing on it. Against these heroes as well, pretty good. But
yeah,
instead, I'd imagine Wyvern's going to be the one to go for that. Like, I feel they need one this game with the Centaur there, and it's good against the Trin and preventing his heals. It's good value.
Yeah, I mean, Vessel is one of those items that
is almost always good value.
Always good value, yeah. You can always get it and it's still good. At least an urn. Like, basically a team always needs an urn, more or less.
And I like actually what we're seeing coming out from the side of Underdogs. They are just waiting for Espada to make a move. They know Espada's in a scenario where they need to finish quick, and Stampede's going to come out, moving forward. Immersion gets found. LTW just time-lapse the hell out of Dodge. Well, actually, not time-lapse, just Gucci's away.
They charge in and they get that Wyvern so easily, so quickly. The Blink Dagger on the TA just giving her that extra mobility to just jump on the Wyvern before he uses anything.
But it's smart from Underdogs because the thing I was trying to get onto is Espada definitely on the clock here. When you look at Underdogs lineup with the Centaur, with the Mirana and the TA, they can go much later this game.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, there are some heroes that are a little bit of a mystery to me, to be honest, still, because I haven't seen. I mean, I see Ogre a lot, but I haven't seen Ogre late game a lot. Like, he still can be a powerful force with that Aghanims later on if he manages to get it. Like, Aetherlance plus Aghanims is actually very powerful. And I don't know, we'll see. He has the 90 gold talent on level 10, so he can always farm it up. And here we see the bug, plus the medallion, plus the happy little trees.
These should be pretty quick.
Yeah, but they should know. Centaur is actually so close. Look at Chakra.
Arrow coming in as well.
Yeah, the arrow should reveal this too.
A moment of silence for the tree that body blocked it so heroically. But LTW, he's committed to this still, and this may be a mistake. BZZ is front enough. Stun's going to come out onto the Centaur. Means they know they got vision here.
That's all.
Be careful, move away. Yeah, triple stun is a little bit annoying, even for a tanky Centaur.
Yeah, triple stun, plus he stands in front on the low ground, and he's not worried at all. Like, there's no way they kill me. That's what he's thinking. There's absolutely no way. So
it's better for Espada that they keep squaring up like this at the Roche pit as well, because the difference is that the Nature's Prophet can just go wherever and come back in a few moments.
Yeah,
he's already doing that.
That's much better for them, definitely. So he can outpush bottom and force someone to defend, and once they go to defend, he can go back into the pit. So in that aspect, it's really good for them, but TA hasn't really been committed to that Roche fight. She can leave the trap in the Roche pit as well, and they're gonna catch him.
They find Misha. They'll stomp him up. They'll double edge him down.
Another hit.
TPing as well. He's gone.
That's it. The power of the Treant, right? You can just run around and give info.
I think it's just role playing at this point. It's like, dude, this guy keeps killing my trees, bringing them alive, killing them again. I got to defend my forest.
I mean, you talked about this. Like, Furion can always be on the other side and split push, but he can't really. In this game, he has this Treant, and the problem is, like, when you're playing versus a tree and you don't see him, he might just as well be there right on you, like he was there. So you have to be a bit careful. It's very hard to split push versus heroes like Treant, Nyx, because you never know where they are, right? They can be in the Vendetta right on top of you. And if you don't have a support with the sentry there, you can just die like he did.
And it's more than that as well. As the Templar assassin with the traps in the lanes, it's like, okay, good luck pushing in. The creeps are all dead.
Oh yeah. Now that she's able to plant those traps all over the place, it's going to be so easy for them to outpush.
Oh no, they got spot rotate round. Yume just de-water them.
The
BZZ being slowed down. The Winners Curse is going to come out. It says, okay, you can kill your own Shadow Demon. We'll do so. Stormcat moving away the Stampede pretty quickly. They won't be able to pursue, but that might be what they need to go into the Roche pit.
Yeah, the way they positioned themselves was so impeccable. Like, it was so good. The way the Wyvern went over the trees from the right position to catch that Shadow Demon. Really good
the Wyvern immersion may be found here. Cold Embrace to protect his life for a little bit. The movement in. There's a Starstorm. They'll clean it up.
BZZ is just there trying to help his friend, not really able to do anything. But the Wyvern did not have the ultimate, so it's not really the end of the world that he died.
Stormcat, he wants to go in here. Oh, the one-hit Nix! Too close to the edge, he pays the price. Now the bash coming out, the overgrowth hitting on the Weaver as well, moving forward to the lead, they might be able to get him, he's dead! He'll be cold embraced up, but that stops him from escaping. Ogre Magi left behind, BZZ down, triple kill for Stormcat. And look how low the Roche is, they just won the fight immediately. Convenience for them. Espada, they're going to buy back on BZZ, he's going to TP into the tier 1, which is still standing, but it's too late. Stormcat, he's done it. He's got his hands on Nagus, now they're going to chase forward. The buyback coming out from Lina as well. They want to fight this, and look how deep the Centaur is. In the meantime, the pit, Misha tried to do something, but he dies. And as a response, Centaur will go down. But now you need to retreat. BZZ stuns up, trying to move away quick enough. Sidoi doesn't have any leaps to work with right now, but Stormcat slowing down with the traps. Will turn around the blink, moving forward. BZZ, he can't get away. Will turn around the stun, but it's too late. The leaps forward, Sidoi will just clean him up.
Oh, that was such a good play from Stormcat actually there to open up that fight the way he did, blowing him up in the pit from outside of the pit, man. You don't really see that very often. It was really a nice play.
Just for a moment I was like, did he pick up a Dragon Lance and we didn't see? It was such a long range as well.
And look at those 3 buybacks, 2 diebacks on the side of Espada. The game just became so hard for them. They were actually in the lead. I mean, not completely in the lead, but look at that swing, man. Look at it. It's not like they were winning. It's not like they were in some comfortable lead. And that's the thing that happened there. When you aren't in a really comfortable lead and you go to the Rosh pit, even though you only kill the position 4 or 5 Shadow Demon, right? Like, it doesn't matter. You kill the support and you feel strong enough to go to the pit. You're going to be punished. And another thing is, they went into the pit without using a sentry. And when you don't use a sentry versus TA, there's always going to be a trap in the pit. And they're always going to have enough info. So that trap there was the MVP that allowed the TA to jump in and sniped him like that. So
well, with that one fight, Espada better get some climbing gear out, because that net worth spike, that's just the beginning. With the Aegis on the side now, the Templar assassin can look to take all the
BKB,
outcomes.
right? So you have the BKB, you have the Desolator, you have the Blink. What do you do to this TA right now? Like,
you die in front of her.
Die, and that's it. Look at
that might happen. Immersion down to half HP in one hit. The Light Striker Ray is going to come out. The fraction means they don't want to pressure too hard.
Don't pour there, Misha.
Yeah, Misha's like, no, that's a bad idea. The trap's coming out and slowing down. Meanwhile, in the pit, Weaver been found. The arrow, he used a time, that's just time. The overgrowth, no, missed time with the Sentry means that the Weaver will walk away alive.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that disruption was a misclick. Weaver went right on top of him with the Squishy and he tried to disrupt the Weaver, but he caught himself instead. Yeah, it happens. Unfortunate there for Shadow Demon. Overall, very unfortunate for them, because they could have killed the Weaver if the arrow connected to.
That almost worked out still, because the Lina was being chased onto, actually. So TA almost. The trap didn't quite last long enough on the slow, so the turnaround was fine. But
yeah, but here she comes. Here she comes, and
knocking on your doors.
Yeah,
just disappearing so quick. It's like when you hit this hard at this stage in the game, and we said this with the Lina, the Weaver as well, and you think how tanky this TA is. Well, the winner's curse is going to come out, but what are you setting up for?
Yeah,
they're just going to jump in on you. Stormcat, he's got the BKB as well. If he wants to use it, he'll be stunned up. There's a disruption. Lina with a long TP. Nyx will finally arrive. Light Strike Ray. The BKB comes out. Stormcat says go. Moving forward, looking for the opportunity here. Going to slow down on the Nyx, but he's still moving fast. The trap's coming out. No, the side blades. He almost dies. Immersion, cold embrace, but a lot of time, BZZ is trying to slow down the reinforcements. Immersion just gets the lead. The Yule's going to come out TA. Now, they'll finally need to blow him up. Laguna used just to get rid of the Aegis. They need to get rid of this second life quickly. No overgrowth available. This might be the perfect opportunity. Stormcat gets a refraction out, but no disruption straight away. Blocks out the Light Striker Ray. He might be able to just walk this off, or will he? No, too much damage. He tries to melt with the dust already on him.
Yeah, Underdogs played that fight very poorly, to be honest. The problem is you have that Aegis, but you aren't... Oh, here we go.
Well, this might be better. BZZ gets found. Sidoi says, I'm the backup carry, guys. I found a DD.
Yeah, he has a DD, a Dragonlance, a Maelstrom. He hits hard. This is one angry kitty. Overall, though, what happened there is, usually when you have that Aegis, you're saving your BKB for the second life. But his team was around, they were smoked up. They could have helped him instantly while he had enough HP to actually go on them. But he did.
I think the issue was the big ults. They didn't have overgrowth because
they didn't have overgrowth. Yeah, but they couldn't really decide to go or not to, because he knew he needs to use that BKB to survive. But if he uses it aggressively, he's not going to get any kills. And because of that, he gets nothing, right? He just dies there. It wasn't the best play.
Oh. Root into arrow, they'll find him. Whoopsie daisy, he's stunned up long enough that he won't get the time lapse off.
Yeah, that was very well played by Yamich. Following that, we were properly getting him with another little jab to root him in the place.
kind of was it? I remember we found out was that the route goes through True Strike.
Yeah, it doesn't go through True Strike. It has True Strike.
Ah, yes, right. Has True. Okay, okay, Mr. Terminology. I got another. Okay,
no, please, let's not have this war.
Goes through True Strike.
Yeah,
as well,
yeah. Let's not have this fight. I'm just a poor Slavic boy.
Okay, let's not ruin the relationship.
Yeah, poor Slavic boy. I'm gonna be the one that gets all the wrong terminology. All right. Let's keep it that way.
I mean, you made it a war terminologies here, and okay.
The Blink Dagger.
Look at the damage. Espada right now, the hardest hitting guy is the Ogre with a 12k damage.
I mean, yeah, that's because of the multicasts and the ignites, though. It's not really.
Don't undermine what he's doing here, Liz.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not undermining him in any way. I think he's a beautiful blue guy. Or two guys.
Nice to knife from BZZ, but immediate punishment. The Purge comes out, the root hold in place, Sadoi moves forward, he'll clean up the kill. The Winner's Curse coming out, but no, they stunned him around as well. So the Shadow Demon should be fine. Stormcat moving forward, looking for more. They might be able to find Immersion here. He's going to go for the Arctic Burn to move out the tree line. He will be fine.
Fly away, little bird, fly away.
Meanwhile, on the top, there is a push going on, actually. Nature's Prophet, he's getting his party on alongside the Weaver. They might be able to take a tier 2.
Gets the courier, perhaps?
Can he get it? No! It's a little bit too fast.
Yeah, they actually, if he didn't go for that courier, they could have gotten the Wyvern there for sure. Unfortunately, they're only trading right now. Keep in mind that they're in front, but Lina and Weaver are keeping up, at least with the other cores.
The Weaver's still pushing, by the way.
Yeah.
He finally forced their TPs back, so he'll back away with the time lapse. But the point is, you get a little bit of pressure on that high ground. You've done the trade, and no, Yamich, he doesn't know where he is.
No blink here, so. He did some damage, yeah. So, and most importantly, he killed that tier 2. And what that does is it allows Furion to always port there, create some treants, push in, force you to go back. The traps alone are not going to help you, so they have to be careful about the way they approach this game strategically from now on, because Misha's Furion can do a lot here. If he makes one, let's say, if he makes a Mirana port back to defend, they can find themselves in a 4 versus 5 fight, which isn't going to be great for them.
And that's the kind of interesting thing to look at from Espada here, is we said if the Nature's Prophet is behind, it's like it's pretty lackluster. Nix, he's going to be behind on time alive as he falls again. Almost 100 seconds dead for this Lina.
Such a good play there by Shoppa.
Top, they're going to find more. The dust coming out in the Weaver.
Are they
want to
really,
force him to time lapse. The Overgrowth, ooh, he scares him. He spooks him. No one nearby enough.
That would be too much. They got the Lina just now on mid.
Yeah,
like,
don't be greedy. Go for a kill on towers.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it. But the problem is no one can follow up with that catch on the Weaver. So
I was going to say, looking at it this way, is Espada a little bit behind, and more to the point, because of the nature of the map right now and what's been taken, this Nature's Prophet, despite even if they do feel behind, can still make these sneak-ins and have effective value trade.
Yeah, there's one problem for the Furion. We talked about how good Treant is versus him. In terms of finding him in the jungle, right? You can always search for the Furion.
It's not even the Treant this time.
Yeah, it's the Shadow Demon.
Hunting. The Sprout's going to come out, but he's still going. Oh, he gets the Purge. Misha's been slowed up here.
Kill the courier,
he wants
Misha,
his solo. Disruption coming out. He says, let's get more groupies involved in this. Misha taking a lot of damage, go for TP, because he's the disruption way too soon. It's enough. No, the poison will kill him.
I mean, 5 stacks plus the
If he lived, that would be a miracle. Meanwhile, BC's even been found here. Stun's coming out in response. The arrow will not connect, and Merchant move forward with the dust, reveals them more, but no, the Stampede coming out. Whoopsie, missed time on the blinking. A Centaur will be invited into the Winner's Curse, but Root on the spot. Immersion stomped up as well. He has no way out of this. He should fall. Actually chase him down. Look at this. They're going to look for more. BZZ held in place by the disruption. Yamich chasing him on the back foot. LTW will be able to TP the safety barely. BZZ turning around. Overgrowth will connect on him from Yish though. He's trying to set up, and the rest of his team is circling. The traps are there. Root on the spot once more. BZZ has no way out. He's gone. Goodbye, good sir.
Yeah. I mean, they just do not have the necessary tools to fight with Underdogs right now. Like, this Centaur is bringing so much more than the Ogre to the table, I feel. His ultimate, then the Blinks in and stuns. Now he has the Agonists as well to save you.
It feels like Espada is very retracted with their moves right now. It's kind of like we saw there. They were taking 3 different fights almost at the same time. They don't seem to have... I feel like right now there's just these... I imagine there's these missed calls coming in. It's like, okay, we can do this. And then at the same time, someone's going, no, this is happening. Come do this.
They're basically stretching them across the map because they have the tools and Espada does not, right? You have your items, you hit your peaks, and you want to fight. While Espada, they're still waiting. They still need that one extra item to fight. And when that happens, usually you find someone missing. Someone is out there farming in the jungle, right? And there's also another issue with this Furion pick is... Oh, Shockwell should be fine, though.
He needs to get rid of
the
Swarm, but LTW, whoopsie days, that's a pretty deep dive away, trying to move through. The time lapse will be there, will be fine. Stampede ping's coming out. Can they find him? They're on the hunt, they're on the prowl. But he sees everything as the Centaur never got rid of the Swarm.
And
he TP'd out right next to him!
He was so close.
Oh,
he never
that's
even
gonna
knew.
Be so destroyed.
It was never the wiser. They have the gem on the Centaur, so it should be fairly simple for them to catch him the next time. And
so they send a message.
Yeah, you see this? He has the Meteor Hammer, and he has his little tree friends to push with. But the problem is, every time they push out, no matter how much damage he did to that tower, the Treant is always going to be able to heal it up.
Exactly.
So your split pushing is actually a little bit irrelevant, in that aspect at least.
Shadow bladed up, moving forward. Moonlight Shadow's going to come out. They might be able to find the Shadow Demon on the back foot. The Sprout's going to be there, and whoopsie daisy, mistakes made. The Hex is there, and Nature's Prophet will fall. Stuns in return, Yume's going to go down. So 1 for 1. The buyback comes out with Shadow Demon. Close to his shrine, feels enabled.
The BKB has
he already used the BKB. There's a big problem. Does he want to really keep chasing? BZZ trying to retreat. The Stampede is there. But means they're partying time. BZZ down to half HP, just going to evaporate him so quickly. He can't move away. No, trying it so close, but still get the overgrowth coming out as well. Sidoi, he's so low, but no, they miss chances. They can't get him and finally drop. The Hex comes out. Leader getting low, trying to move away. The Winner's Curse is good. It creates a lot of space. LTW, he's setting up, ready to kill here. Yume, disruption on himself, but lean on the back foot will fall. LTW trying to take control. Double kill for him already. Going to chase forward for more, but realizes no one is here. He's all alone. The Stomp will miss. They're going to keep chasing. The Root's going to be there. The double edge coming out. Can they get through this goddamn bug quick enough? He should be fine. No, being slowed down still. They're just rooting through him. Slash low. He's got the blink coming off cooldown soon, but they decide against it. The pings come out in the bot lane. There is a big wave pushing it.
Creeps are the MVP of that fight right now for Espada.
Come back, deal with Misha straight away. He's like, alrighty, that's what I've been looking for.
Yeah, that's a good lift there, stopping the Meteor Hammer damage, plus the heal instantly from the Treant.
Feels sad to be the Nature's Prophet in this game.
What do you think about the Hex on TA? I think like it's really good versus Weaver as well. It's good versus the Wyvern because you can jump on him and kill him without him using the ult on you. So.
It's like, what are your alternatives at this stage? You could go for a Hurricane Pike, but he's not feeling threatened. You could go for a Blood Form, but who cares?
Cinematic battle.
Roche faces off against the glorious army of Underdogs.
Wow, what a pause. Such a long pause.
Is there any awkward irony in the fact they're called Underdogs, but their mid is a cat?
Yeah,
Just process that for a second.
Underdogs, Stormcats. Something does not add up. I don't get it. Can you explain it to me, please?
So he's the chairman Meow of the Dog Nation, and he's just leading them to glory. I think that's how it works. He is leading them to glory in this one.
Yeah,
he's so rich.
So it's one boss cat that leads all the dogs.
Yeah, it's like a mafioso cat, and then you've got your dog henchman. And Stampede pulled, the Hex comes out again. Merchant, what are you doing here? In response, Yamiche waiting nearby. The dust does reveal him. The backup is coming in. He needs to move away. Slash already used to Stampede. They need to be a little bit careful about this. And actually, Espada, are they going to be forced to make this move? They might be. The Moonlight Shadow's coming out. They're going to look to reset and go again. Sidoi in the high ground.
Stormcat.
LTW moving in. The arrow does connect on him. Uh-oh! Damage is big. Is it enough, though? He should be able to get time lapse out. It's up to full HP. Now, the Head's coming out. He's controlled. This stop. He's just left behind by his whole team. Double kill for Stormcat. As he gets the kill on Amisha as well. And that, he says, you know what? That's the kill I needed. Let's go back in the Roche pit, guys. Resume where we left off.
He instantly blinked, like, kills him. The last hit didn't even land on the target. He instantly blinks into the Roche pit.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. And Espada, they are internally exploding right now. They feel lost. They just left the most important aspect of their team to die.
Yeah, they have no buybacks whatsoever. They even bought back the Wyvern for that fight, but he wasn't able to achieve anything. I think it was a little too bold from them to try and pursue that Mirana or anyone else on that high ground. They did force Underdogs away from the pit, and I think they should have been satisfied with that. Maybe they should have sent the Furion again to split push and perhaps then have a favorable fight around the pit. Not this way. I mean, if you just go on a high ground versus Mirana ult, you have no vision. They have all the advantage that they need to, and it just show you. And also, what is this? He's buying Midas next? BZZ, what are you doing?
A little bit greedy. BZZ, the stun's coming out. You down to half HP, the living arm will keep him alive. Stampede to move away, and he will just evaporate in the face of Sidoi. Does too much damage. The disruption coming out. They may have found a bonus kill on Amisha. They're running through. Both dead here as Espada. It's looking desperate with these moves now, Immersion. What are you doing down here? The stomp's going to come out. Whoopsie daisy, double edge as well. And this pony hits hard. Slash low, can he get it? It's going to be close. Not enough, though.
Not enough.
Anymore on the mid lane. Light Strike Ray coming out. She was guard as well. Nyx just needs to move away. He cannot deal with the TA, who does have Blink available right now.
Shackle ports in, and now they're completely free to take this tower.
Forward, Stormcat, Hex comes out, but he can't make reach with the target. Light Strike Ray is there. They get rid of the Refraction Charge. They're going to try and run him down. The Crimson Guard, they're not hitting for much. Finally, getting him low. They need to actually look for the opportunity in the Laguna, but it's too far away. Yum in the top lane, however, he is a little bit too close.
He has a blink after this.
Stun coming out, double edge as well, just trying to scare off LTW, creates the space for the blink away from Shadow Demon. Now, can you actually chase on the Centaur? That's the question. Yumi's trying to move in. He does have the Overgrowth available. Hex is going to come out. It's looking good. There it is. Overgrowth and a free move forward. BKB, Sidoi going to work. The BKB from Nyx, he's just trying to right-click and fight. Sidoi out, man. He needs to move away here. He's almost out of time and out of life. But meanwhile, the chases continue. Slashdo's so damn tanky, zoning out everyone here. And Stormcat, they haven't even touched on him yet. The Laguna, disruption straight away. Yum says, no, no, no. This is my pony, my prize horse. He's not going to die. Chasing forward. Misha's going to go down next. BZZ, he might be tanky, but against Stormcat, you don't want to touch it. The arrow will not connect on anything, but guess what?
Erect that tower, BZZ. Do it. Bloodlust the tower. Is Bloodlust already?
He's like just stunned. I'm worried right now. He's got Bloodlust off cooldown. He hasn't even used it on himself right now. RTW, what can he do here? Nyx and him are the right clicks, but the Crimson Guard up. Who are you going to hit? Stormcat stunned up again. You're just slowing this down, but to what end? You need it by 30 seconds. It's going to be at least one lane for them.
Yeah, they're losing this lane. The Wyvern is not
up. Stormcat, Hex moving forward. The Stomp's going to come out as well. ILTW's gone. Light Strike Ray's there. The buyback coming up from Weaver. He needs to get involved right now. Stormcat's going to look to force stuff away. Slashdo's still feeling pretty tanky despite the low HP by the looks of it. Moving forward, Light Strike Ray's going to be there. He's just returning so much damage. They'll stun him up. They'll get Laguna. They'll just shotgun through him. They needed to. The blink away from TA. They say, okay, pony down. Let's reset, calm, move away. We still have the Aegis. Wait for him to be back up, go again.
Yeah, the pony is down. Misha is trying to split push bottom.
He's just going to get found, though. Yumi's here. He's going to hold the Overgrowth.
No
TP out.
damage.
There it is. Roots him again. Doesn't have to care.
Yeah,
Reinforcements here. Can you get the tower, though? Misha, it's going to be close.
They need to kill the catapults.
Catapults? No, they get it.
Even the pike, but it didn't matter. Overall, I think that's worth it. If Misha trades his life for a tower, that's good. But so far...
The rest of it, not so much.
Yeah, the rest of it is not really great. And on that top lane, the Centaur died, but he was basically creating a buffer zone because Mirana and TA, they weren't really looking into fighting. They were just taking the Raxes there while he was dying. So he created some space. It was a space creating that. I wonder if he gave the gem, though. I think he might have. Because he was the one carrying it, right? So, oh, look at this. Little flying Tide Hunter.
Yeah, he took us off the courier. I was about to say, you know, that gave me a thought. How cool would it be if we had a courier that shoot the items it was carrying?
Oh, he just throws an item at you or something from the sky.
It's just like on his claws, or maybe you have like, I don't know, a little...
look at that fabulous Wyvern and the Ogre, the way he's looking at him. At her.
He's just checking out a little bit of Wyvern tail right there. Oh, yeah.
Look at the way he shakes.
It looks so good.
The Wyvern actually looks like he's dancing right now. He's like, I would like
chilling,
to move it. Just shake the tail, dude.
Yeah. Looking so fabulous. What's he even doing there? Like, what is this animation? Like,
he's landing. I think he's landing, right? That's the landing animation. Because he got the puff in the air as well.
Yeah, I guess so.
We smart, we know.
Yeah, but he's on his back. Oh, the lava, the darkness.
The high-resolution lava, where I can see the polys clearly. It's beautiful. Very beautiful.
Amazing.
You know, Mr. Obs, I think you're going to get flamed by Valve for showing off the low details.
Look at that.
That's not low detail though. Look into those eyes. You're going to lose yourself there.
Absolute unit right here. Look at that Wyvern.
Just need to drop swag glasses right now. There's something about... Actually, no, now it looks dopey. Now the Wyvern looks very dopey.
There we go. He heard us. Oh, he was doing this, man, like turning that.
Okay, he's doing the taunt.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Immersion, for reiterating what you were doing.
All right. Overall, what do you think about this build? I mean, if he buys this Midas, I don't know, honestly. I can't get behind this item 38 minutes in. No matter what, I can't get behind it.
I'm a justify, right? Listen up.
All right,
I'm BZZ right now. I sound very British.
All right.
I want 25 very, very fast here. And I'm not sure if we're going to make it there naturally if we wait around.
Your BZZ, you lost all the cash that you got from your BZZ Pagna set, and you need the Midas.
That's what it is, okay? Just
walks
sense. Up to one of the little trees and slaps it around the face with the Midas.
Makes sense, makes sense.
I can get behind it. No one's behind Storm. Well, it's got a few people here.
Can he bloodlust the tower?
It'd be nice if he would do it. He bloodlusted the tier 4 by accident.
Yeah. With the multicast. Now he's going to see it and he's going to start bloodlusting the other towers. He's going to realize that he can do it. I mean, to be fair, he's not playing support that often right now, right? He's playing mid. He was playing mid a lot and off lane, so
hey,
maybe he
does.
maybe
you could bloodlust it as an off laner or a support.
Yeah. I just mean maybe it's not something that he is thinking about because he doesn't play a lot of Ogre. That's it.
So Espada right now are buying a lot of time, but these moves coming out from
Oh,
LCW and from Misha, and Dust revealed LCW, they catch the disruption. Oh no! This might be disaster, and the BKB is going to come out. He's purged up, he's slowed down, he's going to move away with Scucci though. It'll be fine. The Overgrowth gets fluffed. No, they did not have vision. He got out of sight just in time. They held on too long.
Right, the Aegis is also reclaimed, but now he has all the 6 slots that he needs, and he's going to have... I mean, he can opt to go for that charge. I don't think it's good. Maybe save that buyback. But he can buy it if he wants to.
Buybacks tend to be useful.
Yeah, buybacks are kind of, a solid way to throw the game is to buy that charge, die without the buyback, and then suddenly you lose the side because of the Fury on Weaver Lina.
I'm just waiting to hear Stormcat go, "You aren't my dad," and just go pick it up.
You don't know me. He's going to go buy that
Stampede
charge.
coming in, they're going to move forward, Disruption's going to be there. They've caught a target here, they're fishing for it, and they'll find the immersion kill. Wyvern down for 55 seconds. Misha will just TP out immediately, says, "Nope,
he's
done."
Top.
It's a little bit harder for them now that they don't have a gem anymore, seeing as Ogre did get himself some jewelry.
They still almost caught that Weaver, and that was so well played by them. All the blinks were in the right spot immediately after that smoke broke. They put the sentry down. They didn't catch the Weaver the last time, sadly. He's super slicky. He's so fast.
Yeah, that talent is pretty crazy. But that's the whole idea, you know, level 25 talents, they're designed to end the game.
They should be broken, right? They should be fun.
Oh, and they're looking at the game here, they're moving the Overgrowth, only connecting Ogre though, they miss Lina. Arrow will connect an Ogre. He's not that tanky, they're going to run him down, they're just going to bump him up and kill him off.
It's fine, he bloodlusted the tower.
It's fine, LTW is split pushing, the buyback comes out, BZZ says just, let's buy time. We need to cover our split pushes right now. As Weaver and Nate's Prophet, they finally synced up. They're in the base together, they'll get a Rax and they'll move away. What are you doing? He just hangs around and gets hexed straight away. That is a quick way to ensure your death and give Stormcat a double kill.
He came back to say hi there, that's all. Oh, arrow? Does not connect.
No.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Maybe he just went back to die to secure Weavers.
He bought him 1.5 seconds. No, more like 0.75 seconds.
0.75, that's...
Very good.
Yeah.
Very efficient.
Very efficient.
That's the difference. Oh, Stampede coming out, looking for Mercy. He'll just TP out right under the nose. No, they get the hex. They see him. They'll kill him off. They picked up the gem after killing the Ogre.
Yeah, Shaco with that Aghanim's ultimate. Oh, just runs across.
It's such a scary ult.
Yeah, just runs across the cliffs together with the TA, uses that hex. Just a simple kill for them.
Just like this idea that Stephen Hawkins is there with his board, just doing all his physics calculations, and then Centaur just kicks the board and says, "Have you seen this item? I don't need to worry about boundaries. I go where I want."
Over the cliffs, over the trees. Doesn't really care.
And well up to the mid lane now, setting up for a push again, because with the Wyvern dead for 20 seconds, they could poke this tower very fast. Misha's trying to split push on the bot lane.
Yeah, he's trying to do that, but he's not going to be on time this time. Yeah.
Stormcat jumping in, DD runs out, the Overgrowth is there, they're going to move full find the kill on Lina, she's gone. 95 seconds, the buyback's going to come out, LTW just force him out of the base. The Crim Scouts are going to make him tanky, but they need to be careful this Lina, she can still shotgun onto them. Slashlow stunned up. Finally, Bloodlust in the tower.
Oh, the
storm! No! They catch the Weaver!
He has no
buyback! 120 seconds dead. That's the entrance kill they need. Now what do? You're in a 4 and 5 scenario. You need the winner's curse of your life.
Yeah, they need a really, really nice Winter's Curse here. That's the only way.
As you get it though, they hex. They move in the BKB. Stormcat's just going to run down this one. Kill him off. The buyback comes out. He needs a good shot of this. There's going to be a hit on the Nyx. Going on Light Strike Raid. All right, there, the Laguna as well. They're looking to Yum. They'll find the kill. They're going to chase forward. The buyback comes out, but Shadow Demon has no way of getting back to the base quickly. He's going to have to defend his own against Misha. Yamich has to use the Overgrowth defensively to move away. Slashflow's pretty deep on the Wyvern. The stun's there. They'll control him up. They'll kill him off. 90 seconds dead. No Winner's Curse was even used. Yamich's getting low, but he's still living. They can't find him. Stormcat zoning him out. BZZ stunned up. Needs to move away, but he's hexed. He can't run quick enough. Run, little piggy, run. The Stomp's going to come out, but no, too late. Slashflow holds it, backs away. They say, buildings. Hit the goddamn buildings. They're going to go for the last tier 3 in the base of the side of Espada. The buyback coming out from Mirana. They're just trying to hold back because Misha is finally here. The Stomp connect on the 2. They're going to move in. They're looking at the opportunity. Nyx down to half HP already. Doing to move forward. Stormcat. The BKB coming out with Nyx in the full retreat. He's going to die. BZZ. He's tanky, but now he has no one to protect. Misha stands his ground magnificently with the meteor hammer. Going to turn around. Stormcat takes damage. BZZ. Right click for your life here. Stormcat going to turn around. A lot of damage going out. BZZ will fall the Sprout to hold him in place. He can't return the hits with the stun coming out. There's no Maincast for you. Double kill for Slashlow. And GG finally gets called. As Espada, they take this in... I'd say it was a lot closer. Espada loses rather.
Espada, they take the loss.
That's what they take. But it was a
take the
lot
pummeling.
closer than Underdogs had intended coming out that mid-game.
Man.
Woo!
I
Wow.
mean,
The
wow.
BZZ almost turned that at the end there. Because if you get that TA,
maybe if he...
maybe if he RNGs like a god.
Maybe if he had that Midas that was in his quick buy, maybe he'd have enough attack speed to actually whack her a few more times in the head. Maybe.
Hey, you know what? I'm going to defend
I'm
BZZ.
gonna say-
I'm going to defend him because if he had level 25 Fire Blast there,
Oh
everyone
yeah,
dies.
I mean, his talents are actually good, especially with the Aghanim's. Like the Fire Blast and his Aghanim spell are pretty decent. Later on, when the BKBs become lower, so Midas to justify the experience gain is kinda... Still 38 minutes in, please, just don't. Anyways, this whole game, it cracked in half on that Rosh pit. When they fought into the Roshan, they all died, they bought back, two died back on the side of Espada. They lost the game there, I think, honestly. I mean, what are you even thinking? You're trying to take a Rosh pit versus a TA without a sentry at the pit. I mean, even if they had a sentry, they did not kill that trap. That trap was in the pit. And that trap gave them vision. And because of that, that TA was able to jump in, get that pick off. They wipe them, they take the Aegis, and from then on, she has a blink. That's a BKB. It's her game. She even throws that, by the way, later on.
She did. There was a few moments where, like I said, Espada went out of that.
They had some,
Their
questionable
slow pushes were
plays
good.
as well. But
Really good.
yeah.
But look at this right now. Underdogs already through. And I mean, there's plenty of action to come. Espada, of course, will not be playing
We
again
have
today.
Wu-Tang, man.
We've got Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang, all right? Sick of doing their songs, have moved into the world of Dota
The
to
clan
face
is
off
here.
against Empire, okay? Which, big name in the CIS region, of course.
Of course.
They've gone through a lot of shuffles in the last year or two. It's actually been like, most teams do, but Empire...
Everyone is shuffling right now. So
But Empire more than
understandable.
anyone else. It's you know, it's
definitely.
musical chairs over at the Empire office
Yeah,
right now.
Bulldog comes in, flames one of your players, you instantly shuffle afterwards.
And get chappy. Then lose chappy. Anyway, guys, that's the best of one, which means that Espada
We have
obviously not.
Plenty more
We got
games.
plenty. We got 6 best of ones to come. So we're gonna go to a break. You should get yourself something to drink as well. It's a long day at Dota, and we're only getting started. We'll be back in a few minutes with the next game.